Oscar for Best Picture has put the spotlight on a division of the military known as the Explosive Ordinance Disposal, or E.O.D. At Vandenberg Air Force Base, 10 airmen are part of that program. When they're not overseas, they're here at home going through intense training. In the end, they're responsible for removing questionable devices on base and working with other bomb squads. KSBY News reporter Ariel Wessler spent the day with the group, which faces the deadliest of situations.
I can't get a shot!
In true Hollywood glory, the Hurt Locker highlights the inherent dangers found in removing explosives from a war zone. But the pros say it didn't win an Oscar for realism.
Fire in the hole!
Things they do in that film aren't exactly how we do it. We concentrate a lot on safety, and as you can see in the film, they're pretty reckless.
Dan Johnson is a senior airman in the Explosive Ordinance Disposal, or E.O.D. program at Vandenberg Air Force Base. People constantly question him.
You must be crazy to do what you do, and I never really thought about it. It seemed like a cool job.
With serious consequences.
Pretty much any time you face that bomb, there's always some threat.
It's life or death.
And stress levels through the roof, something the E.O.D. calls one of the most accurate parts of the movie.
You're trying to work on an IED or something like that, and you know there's hostile forces around you.
Last year, 14 E.O.D. airmen were killed while serving in Afghanistan.
The explosion you saw created this crater behind me, which is equivalent to blowing up a fuel-loaded explosive device.
In this simulation, it was 30 gallons of fuel and 20 pounds of C4.
A lot of people didn't know what E.O.D. was before this movie, especially even people in the military didn't know what E.O.D. was.
Nationwide, the program is understaffed by 25%, and almost half of all trainees drop out. At Vandenberg Air Force Base, Ariel Wessler, KSBY News.
The E.O.D. program at Vandenberg also trains federal agencies like the FBI on how to analyze the scene of an explosion. Well, explosions